Hi guys, this is our second video, and at the end of this video you're gonna be able to subtract unlike mixed numbers with regrouping, which is the same as borrowing. Now if you notice here, this time you will have unlike mixed numbers, and the only difference between this video and the previous one, which is a process that you already know, is that this time you are going to have these kind of fractions where the denominators are not the same. That's why we talk about unlike mixed numbers, okay? So basically what you're going to be doing is exactly the same process that you learned on Monday, but we are going to add a little step so we can look for the same denominator between both of them. Now, what I'm going to ask you is to rewrite the problem vertically because it's going to be easier for you to do it that way, especially when we have to work with this type of problems when we borrow from the whole numbers that we have next to the fractions. As I told you before, these fractions, they do not have like denominators yet. So that will be my first step. I need to start listing the multiples of both denominators until I find a common number. I'm going to start doing that with 9. 9, 18, 27, 36. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to list the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9. I am going to stop there because I already found the same number here. So basically what that means is that I just need to change my second fraction here, and I need to convert my 3 into a 9. How do I do that? Multiplying 3 times 1, 2, and 3. And whatever I do to my denominator, I need to do the same thing to my numerator, okay? Now that you have found the same denominator, you are going to rewrite both mixed numbers vertically again, so you can start with the process of subtracting them, okay? I'm going to write 17 and 4 nines on top, minus 12 and 6 nines below. Notice that I am not changing the order of my mixed numbers. From here and on, basically what you're going to be doing is that you are going to be following the same process from the previous video. So if I want to subtract, the first thing that I do is that I identify if it's possible for me to subtract or not. My top fraction here is 4 nines, and the fraction below is 6 nines. So that means it's too small for me to subtract. I cannot do that. Remember, guys, that sometimes the number on top is going to be larger than the fraction below. In that case, you can subtract right away. But this is not the case, so I will have to borrow from the wholes next to it in order to make this fraction a little bigger. 17 wholes will be converted into 16 wholes now, right? And because my denominator is a 9, I will be taking away 9 nines from these wholes to put them here so my fraction becomes bigger. And basically right now you're just gonna follow with the normal borrowing process that you learned on Monday and that I showed you in the previous video as well. So let's rewrite the mixed number. You know that now I have 16 wholes, and my previous fraction was 4 nines. Plus the whole that I'm adding, right? It will turn into 16 and 13 nines, okay? And my second mixed number will remain exactly the same. So now that if you notice they have the same denominator and the fraction on top is bigger than the fraction below, now I am able to subtract. So I'm going to do that from right to left. 13 minus 6 is 7 ninths, and 16 minus 12 is 4. Notice that this is going to be my final answer. I cannot simplify this number, so this will be your final answer for this problem.